Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, the community seems to think that the new feature is going to be base building in Elite Dangerous. And what do we mean by this? Well, Frontier Unlocked at the beginning of the month in their first stream turned around and said that there's going to be a special feature, a new core feature added to the game. This has then been changed from between 18 and 17 update window to definitely towards the end of the year. But what's this going to mean for Elite Dangerous? Well, we don't know. And how have these commanders got this information? Again, all questions we're going to discover. Straight away, I'm going to come out and say that I have not done any in-game mining of the files whatsoever, and we're just reporting on what other people have stuck on social media. Let's get that clear. Well, on the Frontier website, in regards to Elite Dangerous, they've had a bit of a press release going on, and it's now going to be a bit tinfoil hat time. What they've said is, and we're all familiar with what they said, yes, there's going to be a new ship, yes, it's going to be 1 of 4, yes, there's going to be a change to power play, yes, update 18 is coming, yes, update 19 is coming towards the end of the year, you know, round about the summertime. But in addition to this, what's happening as well, there's going to be a new feature, and a new feature that pertains to core gameplay is what they've said. They say on their website, last but not least, we are working on a brand new feature for Elite Dangerous, which we currently hope to release before the end of the year. This will be an exciting new addition to the core gameplay that we can't wait to share more of in the future. Now, people have been out there looking through game files, which is very naughty apparently, and also people have been out there looking at files on the ARC site as well. Now, apparently during update 17 or post-update 17, people going through these files have found an awful lot of stuff there that's pertaining to base building. Fair enough. Now, Frontier don't condone people going and mining the Elite Dangerous files and view that as a bannable offence for the game. Base building in-game, however, has been a topic of conversation really as far back as December the 25th, 2015. If you look at the Frontier forums in Horizons, where commanders have said, wouldn't it be cool to build your own base in Elite Dangerous? All around the sort of time when we were starting to trundle around planets in our SRVs. Well, now we have Elite Dangerous Odyssey, and it seems to be that this is all coming to a little bit, you know, hope is coming in to realization, especially in the game. So, is base building coming to Elite Dangerous? That's the big question. Well, even the forum moderators seem to be removing videos for even discussing people looking at the files. Either way, this new feature, when it does hit, does seem to be starting to cause a little bit of controversy even now. Like I mentioned, there are these people who are going to have wanted space legs to walk around your ship. Okay? There are other people who think that's a bad idea. There are some other people who think that racing and racetracks around Elite Dangerous would be a good idea. Cool. Brilliant. However, there are other people who think that base building would be a core dynamic that the game would surely benefit from. Now, other games do base building. Conan, for one, that springs straight to my mind, and I think it does that very well. Is Elite Dangerous going to employ the same sort of base building technique in-game like what Conan has? And then how is that going to work in an open session for Elite Dangerous? How is it going to work in regards to staking claim to planets? How's it going to work if you and a friend want to build and join resources on a particular site and build an amazing base, rivaling that of, say, some of the greater bases we see in some of the other games? Nobody really knows. And if this is the case, that it's going to be base building, there are lots of questions. There are lots of pros and lots of cons. The first pro we want to talk about, if base building is the thing that's coming to Elite Dangerous, is going to be somewhere for commanders to call home. A natural extension to the fleet carrier, and I've been doing a few fleet carrier videos on YouTube as it is. Is this going to add to a bigger level of immersion, a more greater connection of the player to the game? Could be. Could well be. Players would choose the location, the design, obviously with the set of in-game materials that could be used, the function of their base, and then also then tailor it to their lifestyle or play style, should it be. Think of the possibilities in regards to the Ark store. Just like what Conan's doing, you can have different building materials to make your base more elaborate. Couldn't be a bad thing, no? Some people think it is bad. The cons, right, are typically around the griefing potential, people having their bases attacked. But then, if you look at the fact, if bases are made impervious to actual physical destruction, and you could potentially just take them down or disable them, that could be one aspect of it. Just like what with fleet carriers. Fleet carriers are impervious at the moment in game to all sort of physical attack. But look at it the way they're handling the big capital ships, where the big capital ships, you know, you can get them to retreat, you can get them to, you know, zoom off once you take out their power supplies and their weapons. This could be a faction where people go in and just disable your base and then steal all your stuff. Who knows? We've also mentioned that this might not be for everyone. And you know what? You can't please everybody, like what we've said. If it isn't for everybody, then people can still carry on with the rest of the existing gameplay. Just like if you choose not to go strolling around with space legs, Odyssey style, you don't have to. But it's an option that you have. You can still do your trading, you can still do your combat, you can still do your exploration. This would be probably a different layer on top of the core gaming that you could choose to have a base or not. It's perfectly up to you. Interestingly enough, the balance concerns around balancing and base mechanics, well, that's for Frontier to sort out, and I don't think it's worthwhile discussing here, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, like I mentioned, it's been a topic of conversation all the way back since 2015, and now has resurfaced, along with, as some people have said, what's been going on with in-game files since update 17. Everything seems to be pointing to base building. Let me know in the comments if you're disappointed by this aspect. Did you want a different aspect? You've already had aspects around racing, EVA, exactly how that would work. I'd imagine going out there and repairing bits of your ship, ship interiors, ship rental, and base building. Given the poll that I ran on the channel, base building is way ahead by 59% of the votes, ship interiors at 21% of the votes, SRV racetracks at 5%, EVA at 9%, and 6% for ship rental. And 273 votes there. So cast your votes on the channel if you haven't done so. I'm generally interested to see what people think. And also interested to see what people say in the comments, whether they're looking forward to base building, if Elite Dangerous base building is indeed going to be the thing that they're talking about towards the end of the year. Anyway, I've been Ricardo. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think. See you soon.